Go for it.
Okay, so you were with us when we encountered that warg and those goblins, and we kind of killed them all off. Um, so anyway, we kind of moved on. We came across a bunch more goblins and negotiated a ceasefire. They gave us a really crude map of the north area and told us to go take care of the vampires. And then we would work together with them to get rid of their bugbear masters and set them free and deal with that. So anyway, we went up there. We encountered the vampires. Turns out they were a bunch of cosplay fake vampires who were wearing fake fangs and wigs and were just pretending, make believe. But they did start attacking us, and so then we killed most of them. One escaped. One we captured alive and took him with us. We got a better map, which I don't know if we want to, if we can post that. I'll see if I can post it in the chat here. No, I don't know how I would do that. But we got a better map and basically decided that there's his ex is actually maybe actually powerful and has a flesh golem, and he wanted us to take her out. I think her name was Haria. Um, and so we started moving up that way. Um, Eventually, we came to this big open room with a creepy throne and a big skeleton of a wyvern and all sorts of stuff. And we made him sit in the throne, and it immediately bit him and poisoned him and killed him as a trap. Um, and then we destroyed that, trying to collect it. And basically, that's where we are. According to his map, we're very close to Haria's hideout. Um, but yeah, we no longer have the guy we captured. He died, and we still haven't really decided who we're working with and who we're gonna turn on. And are we really doing what the goblins want us to do, or are we now doing what this fake vampire wanted us to do? So a lot is undetermined and undecided.
That was excellent. I think I'll just have Archie here until Maverick gets back. He should be here fairly quickly. So he will be in combat.
So basically, we're a bunch of murder hobos.
There's
Hey, they attacked us first.
That's true. They did indeed.
Oh, this door right here, according to the map that the fake vampire gave us, that door is what leads to the to where Haria is. Although the map sort of cut off at this point, so we don't know what's up here. We don't know anything about these doors up here. Um, so, and we also don't know how accurate or trustworthy that map is.
I take it you guys are in that room. Yep. Okay.
Alrighty. What would you like to do? Oh, I guess this is there's dead wyvern skeleton for Grim here. Big pieces of circular, what used to be a globe, like crystal, are lying among the skeletal remains. This throne here was made of, it still is, made of intertwined bones that are sunk into the floor. One of the arm closest to you has been ripped off, and other than that, you see the three doorways and your fellow adventurers.
Do we know what kind of wyvern it was?
No. It has no skin or defining features. It's just it's a skeleton, and it has the poison tail. I think wyverns are typically poison, but there might be different varieties.
Is the skull there?
It is.
How big is the skull?
Let me see. So the creature's large, getting close to huge. The skull's about we'll call it 4 or 5 feet long. Yeah, it's a little bit longer than it pictured.
I'd like to rip out one of its fangs.
You are welcome to do that.
Rip out the largest fang, and I attach it like my belt. Or not attach it like my belt, detach it on my belt.
I like that. You're welcome to do that. You collect the largest fang from the wyvern's mouth.
Nice.
Can you describe these doors? I guess I'm looking at this one first. Like, is there a gap under the door, or is it like pretty sealed tight?
A close one here. The door is it's sealed very tight. You can't see anything around the edges. If you yep, it's sealed.
Okay. I'm gonna carefully make my way around, trying not to disturb any of the stuff on the ground. But I want to take a closer look at these other ones. And same question. I'm wondering if, because I have like a mirror fragment, I'm wondering if I could sort of peek under a door or something.
Right. Okay, so this one up here is sealed just like the one back here, but this one, the closer one, you can see a sliver of light radiating from underneath the door.
Okay. I want to quietly and carefully pull out my mirror and sort of get down low and kind of put the mirror under the door and see if I can see something. And I'll touch myself for guidance as I try to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, do a sleight of hand. Do a sleight of hand roll for that.
Sleight of hand plus guidance. 21.
All right. Slip in the mirror underneath the doorway. You're not able to tilt it very much because it's a very tight fit, but you can tilt it just enough and move your head at an angle that you're able to see a table with where the light is emanating from. The light's emanating from the top of the table. You can just see underneath the table though. You can't see the top of it. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of legs, humanoid legs that you're able to see as well, seated around the table.
Okay, I will very quietly and carefully retract the mirror and walk back here and quietly tell the party about that.
So, we gonna go in there and murder them, or are we gonna talk to them?
Murder, kill.
Deactivate auto kill mode, Otto.
Fine.
So, we're gonna go kill him?
Seems like each time we've run into someone around here, like there's someone else that they dislike more, and different groups keep trying to send us to go fight other groups, but I don't know.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go open the door and try to talk to him.
The store.
Anybody have any objections before I do that?
Go ahead. I don't know
Okay.
what we're doing, but go ahead. Because I keep having to let my dog in and out, and he's being indecisive.
You said there's 6 legs?
6
sets of legs?
sets of legs, yes.
Alright.
We're gonna roll initiative just because.
Oh, I want to get the jump on him, so I'm gonna kick the door in.
You can do that, yeah. Before you kick it in, give me a stealth check, as you know, just like immediately before you kick it in.
Okay, and then stealth check.
Someone roll me a d20 for Archie.
11.
He has a +5.
Would I have disadvantage on that? Oh. Wait, what? Okay.
Just need... Oh, right. He's getting his dog.
I rolled a 1 on initiative. This is fucking fantastic.
You did. Look at that. Well done. All right. I'm just going to have them all run their turn order at the same time this time. I don't believe these ones are named. Why did the turn order disappear? There it is. That's a +1.
Archie and Otto, do you want to be where you are when Grim kicks the door in?
Sure. Yeah. Sorry, I was just conversing on the side.
So he's primarily... He primarily ranged? No, he's melee. I'd imagine he's be close enough to at least run away or sprint in, since he is not here yet. All right, Grim, your stealth is good enough. They rolled a 2 on their group perception check, so they are completely
Cool.
oblivious to everything outside of that room.
So I kicked the door in.
You do, and if you're going to immediately attack them, they will be surprised. But if you're not,
That's the plan.
and then
have to
after
wait
you
until
kick
my
it
turn,
down,
okay.
we'll start at the top of the order, and they'll be surprised until their next turn. So Archie is not here. We're just gonna skip him for now. Otto. Mr. Gables.
Sorry.
It's all right.
So what do we see in there?
You aren't able to see anything at the moment.
I'll move up. So
You
I
would
can
have
see
been
Ooh, more of
told.
these guys. Okay.
Yes, you would have been told that there was at least 6 sets of legs, humanoid legs.
Okay. Are we attacking these guys too?
Grim
Kick the
has
door in to surprise them.
All right.
That's the plan.
Let's get ready to flame
Rumble.
spear them as I drop it on these two guys' spots.
flame sphere does.
Or sorry, create bonfire. I was just grabbing flame sphere. I
Okay.
just use that as my create bonfire. And then EOC.
Okay, I
2 dex
run
saves.
over to 10, 15. Right here, I'm going to I'll just step in a little bit so that there's not cover, and I'll whip out a dagger and throw it at this closest one.
The closest one you said?
Yep, this one, the Edward Cullen.
Okay, that is a hit, and he's actually dead. You just one-shot him with your dagger.
Then I will pop my way back to here.
So the other one, this is the one that failed, so he takes actually 6 fire damage as well. As your, the flames and the dagger come flying in, you can hear a commotion as they're all like starting to freak out. Hey, what's going on? Something's attacking us. And then they will all have their turn skipped.
Surprise. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna send Oki in to flap around in this guy's face and distract him, providing the help action, and then fly back here to join me. So advantage on that top guy. EOT.
Seeing the owl fly past me, and sad that Crash is dead, I'm going to go in. I'm going to get up close and personal. Am I in this fire or no? If I go here.
You would be. Let me see. It's the first time you enter. The first time on a turn. Or ends its turn there. Yeah, so you would take the fire damage if you were to do that. Well, unless you succeed on a dex save. If you succeed on the dex save, then you take no damage.
Okay, well, I'm going to go there, and I have advantage on this guy's attack, correct?
Yes, yes, you do.
Shift. Why did it roll?
It's a DC 13 dex save.
Okay, so I do a dex save now.
You succeed. You take no damage from the fire.
All right. Does an 18 hit that guy?
It does.
I was not raging, so
Okay, he's dead anyway. 2 down.
okay. I'm gonna back up. What was that? That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And EOT.
Still no Maverick. Do you have anything you can do? No. Okay. Maverick will just move a little bit so he can see better. Otto.
All right, I'm gonna move up on here and let's do another create bonfire here. And then I will do EOT.
Dex on that. And again, a 1 fail, 1 success. That's a success. He's the success. Priest.
Okay. I'm gonna come on up, Step over to here, free item interaction, grab my dagger out of this guy's dead neck, and I'll chuck it at this one here so that I can get sneak attack. That'll be... Does a 12 hit?
Does not. Yes, 12 hit. That's his AC.
13 damage to this guy.
He's dead. Bandits are
And
not
I will
known for having particularly high health.
tuck myself back around the corner. EOT.
All right. With 3 of their lot dead in a span of like 12 seconds, the whole group just starts freaking out and yelling. This guy back here seems to be the loudest and most. He's just the loudest. The other 2 are pretty loud, but he's just the loudest. They're yelling and kind of freaking out, and they just all retreat. They all run out this door up here. I don't want to take the lantern. I want you. Which way? We're going this way. It's still lantern. As the loud guy runs away, before he exits, he'll shout back, "What are you doing? Leave us alone!" And he'll shut the door behind him.
Okay. I'm going to send Oki in, and he'll just sort of sit right over here and take the dodge action.
All right. Looking at this room, there's not a whole lot going on. C. 8C. There's the lanterns. The lanterns are hung on chains, so they're not sitting on the table. They're hanging just a couple feet off of the table. On the table, there are several backpacks and makeup kits and some wigs. If you were to search around and piece stuff together, you'd end up with 3 disguise kits.
Do these guys also seem to be fake vampires? Like, are they wearing wigs and whatnot?
They are. In fact, as they were running out, one of them lost his wig, and it's lying on the ground over here, right around the corner. Okay. Maverick says band went late, so he'll be another half hour. He'll be extra late.
That's all right. We can 3-man this.
Yeah, looks like it.
Who's got the necromantic spells? We can make our 3-6 right now.
So are we
Give me
still in
some
initiative, or
quick
are we
rolls,
kind of just...
You are still in initiative, yes. So it's Grim's turn.
Okay. How big do these guys look?
They are, human size. They're all of, 5 to 4 to 6 feet tall. They're pale. Their skin is pale. They have, if you were to open their mouths, actually, in fact, this one here, his mouth is just hanging open where he died, and you can see that he's got fangs of a sort.
Can I pick one up?
You want to pick up one of the dead guys?
Yep.
Yeah. What would you like to do with
wanna,
that picked up dead guy?
I'm kind of like almost like underneath his arms, so he's like in front of me, facing away. That good enough so far?
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10. I'm gonna pick this guy up that I'm walking over. So 15, 20, 25. I'm gonna go right here and open the door. like kind of push the guy up against the door, and use one arm to open the door and still have the guy in my hand,
So you're holding him
carrying him
like he's floating in front of you,
like a human shield.
like a human shield. I like it. All right.
And since I'm carrying him and that's my movement speed, that's EOT for me.
Yep.
What can you want to go outside? I just let you in, crazy dog.
Archie's still just hanging out back here. I think at this point, without anything in melee range, he'd have his short bow drawn, probably ready to attack. We'll go with a
are you
ready short
doing,
bow
dude?
attack.
Huh? Your arm is breaking, so you wrapped it up with your blanket from your bed. Is what? You said it's breaking, though.
Gables?
You're such a dumbass. Hit me again, I'm a.
Sorry. Are we going after these guys in the door here? Okay, yeah, we are. Okay.
Jit- yeah,
15.
Grim picked up a dead guy and is using him as a whole human shield.
Okay, so we have the door open, 15, 20. And then I will cast my good old Create Bonfire on these two right here. For whopping 2 damage. If they fail. And EOT. Actually, I guess I'll have this my robo attack this other dude.
They both fail.
Does a 10 hit this guy?
A 10 does not hit.
Okay. All right, EOT.
All right, I'm gonna come on in here. Bonus action dash. Come up to there. Oh, there's a guy right next to Otto. So I will whip out my dagger and huck it at him. Probably missing.
Yes, that misses. Also, while you guys are out here, what's your dark vision here? So, I don't think either of you guys can. I don't think either of you guys can see it. All right. Back to our bandits here. So, the one in the back. He will turn around and make 2 slam melee attacks against
This guy?
Otto. Yes, this guy
Okay.
here.
I'll make the first one at disadvantage. Well, I guess I didn't need to.
Oh wow. Okay.
He what type of damage is it? Is it like a slam, you
Bludgeoning.
said?
Yeah.
Okay, he'll deal half damage on his next 2 attacks.
So this is his next attack, which also
Misses.
it's a +6.
AC 20.
Okay. Yep, he misses. Our other 2 bandits here will get out of the fire and run along past to this door. First one opens the door and gets shot by Archie.
Good job, Archie.
And that's a hit for
That DM PC stealing all the kills.
yeah. 7 damage. Is he still alive? Yes, he is still alive.
Ooh, do we see this spider? Is this an actual spider?
I mean, I moved it. out of the way.
It's like, there's suddenly a big spider on my screen.
Yes, there's a big spider. So
You don't see.
yeah, you don't see him. So opening the door, getting shot. The other guy is actually going to close the door for him, and they're just both gonna hide over here, hopefully out of sight. Attempting to be out of sight anyway. Onto the owl.
Yep, I'm gonna send Oki up. He will give the help action, distracting this guy. Advantage on him. And then just kind of fly over towards here. EOT. And he's kind of up against the ceiling. I'm assuming this is about 20 feet high if it's 20 feet wide.
It is.
All right, so still carrying this guy. I'm going to come in 5, 10, 15 and kind of just come over this side. But as I'm coming around, I want to throw the dead body at this guy and pretty much using the dead body as a improvised weapon.
Throwing the dead
his body at him.
Okay, so
Advantage.
yeah.
So how do you want me to roll for that?
Well, if you're just throwing it at him, it would, I don't know, I guess deal bludgeoning damage. If you'd like to try to do something else with it.
Well, knocking him down, knocking him prone would be the...
So you want to shove him with the body.
Here, take this.
Preferably.
You make your improvised weapon attack to shove.
How the fuck do I do that?
Probably athletics, right?
Yeah. Make an athletics check. And he's going to make a acrobatics
Does a
check.
25 hit?
Yeah, even if he gets a 20, he will fail. We're going to roll it just to be sure, though. He didn't get a 20. So with your dead body, you manage to trip this guy up, and he goes prone.
I don't know if you're gonna allow me to do anything else.
That would be your action to shove. If you have a bonus action, you can bonus action.
I really don't know what I have as a bonus action.
Usually just rage unless you have.
Yeah, I really don't have anything. Yeah, that's it. He's prone.
You do have great weapon master. I guess.
Yeah, but that's when I crit with a weapon.
That was. Oh, you're right. That was technically a ability check.
Yeah, and there's a body.
Also, you didn't crit. Never mind. I thought you crit.
No.
Okay. Archie's just gonna move a little bit and keep his bow trained on the door. Archie would have seen the spider, but he doesn't seem concerned about it. Of course, you guys can't see Archie. But for reference, in this room, the top 10 feet, or the top 5 feet, so I guess Oki's maybe not all the way to the ceiling, is covered in spider webs all the way down the hall.
Lovely, outstanding, fantastic.
Yeah.
And
he's not dumb enough to pry into them.
right, I kind of figured. All of these sight blockers here are statues of about, they're like 9, 10, 12 feet tall. They all just, a little bit different from each other. They're all human warriors, and they all face each other towards the center. There are nameplates on the front of them that you can't see at this point, but when you can, they're all just chipped away and defaced to the point of being unreadable. And the bird can see that this is a dead giant spider.
Cool.
But it doesn't see the living giant spider.
Not yet, anyway.
All right, I will whack this guy. I'm gonna whack him.
That hits.
Is he dead?
He is not.
Okay, I'm gonna have Clink, go ahead and grapple him. As soon as I find Clink's thing. Clink has a +2 to athletics. All right.
Isn't he still prone?
Yeah.
Oh, he is still prone.
And then,
Get up.
yep. So, and then Clink is gonna move him over on top of the bonfire over here.
Stay still, don't move. I'm gonna throw you on this fire.
Exactly. For another 8 damage if he fails to save there.
He succeeds on the save.
Fine. All right, Yeti.
All right. I come on up and
You see Otto roasting a bandit over an open fire.
I do, but he's prone and grappled and in a fire. So I'm going to bonus action dash. Let's see, that's all my movement normally. So I'm going to bonus action dash here to get within range because now I can see this guy, and I'm going to chuck a dagger at him. No sneak attack on this, so just 5 on this guy here.
Just 5 kills him.
Okay.
Yeah, even with the cover there, he still dies.
And then I will tuck myself back around this pillar. Actually, I'm just gonna kind of loop around this way, try to get a glimpse of where the other guy is at, and then tuck behind this pillar for cover.
You have also noticed the dead spider at this point. It's clearly dead. It's dried out and eviscerated.
And its legs are kind of curling together.
It is. That is how spiders tend to die. All right. So he's both grappled and prone. So he's essentially incapacitated. And on fire. So he would roll at disadvantage to attempt to escape.
Oh, if he's attempting to escape, he doesn't have disadvantage. If he's attempting to attack, he does.
Okay.
Half his movement speed to stand up.
Yeah.
If he's able to escape the grapple, that is. We'll see. He might be able to. Has a really low roll on.
All right. Well, I guess he's not at this point. He's not going to attempt to escape. He will try to talk to you though. Hey, robot dude, what are you doing? Why are you guys doing this?
Burn.
Get off of me!
Terminate. Burn.
He will attempt to appeal to. What Kriest is a elf variant of sorts. He'll direct his next comment at Kriest. Hey, you pointy ears! Get this thing off of me!
We don't have to kill you, but why should we save you?
He stumbles over his words and kind of mutters under his breath. That's a good point. Yeah, I probably don't deserve saving. He's kind of resigned to his fate at this point. And our other one here, still very. No, she's not gonna do that. She's just gonna keep running away. She will dash.
This guy ends his turn. He's gonna have to do another save.
Yes, he will. Go down. That's, he succeeds.
Okay. I gotta go AFK. I'm just gonna keep holding on to him. It's a +2 if he tries to escape the grapple.
Got it.
Right. Oki's gonna go try to find out where this other guy's going and fly over to here and down to here and has completely lost track of him. So he will end his turn right there and take the dodge action.
Grim.
How's this guy in the fire looking?
He's, he looks healthy. I mean, he looks about as good as anybody who's, being grappled by a robot on the ground while burning. Slowly. He's cooking slowly.
All right, well, I'm gonna come up to him and I'm going to attack him.
It's at advantage because he's prone.
With old Bandicoot.
That hits. Fairly low damage there, though. Anything else?
Melee rage. No, that's my action. Bonus action. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. End of turn.
Not having a threat to deal with. Archie's just gonna move a little bit again. Otto.
Smack him again.
That hits.
And then my automaton will do the same. He has advantage as well. So 22 to hit for 5 force damage.
It hits. So he's looking. Just based on this guy's resilience, he reminds you a lot of the or the blue alien that you fought earlier. He just looks different. Of course, the blue alien looked different too.
Right. I'm gonna pop around here and I'm going to start making my way this way. And I will what do I want to do? I'm gonna come down here and oh, do I see that?
Yes. Another clearly dead spider.
Oh, okay, it's clearly dead. I'm going to shout out, Archie, it's me, don't shoot. And I'm gonna open this door. And I will step over to here. And I think that's everything. I think I just moved more than 30 feet, so that would have been a bonus action dash. So I will just take the dodge action for now, because I don't know where that guy went.
Sounds good. All right. So our grappled and prone guy here, this time he's going to make a intimidation check against Otto. Intimidation? Is that what are you gonna do? Or, yeah, he'll do an intimidation check. If you don't release me this instant, I will, kill you all.
You appear on the verge of death.
Yeah, he rolled super low anyway. And that's really all he's using that. Okay, in a last ditch effort, he will. The body will begin to morph in your hands. It'll become almost liquid-like as the bones reshape, and his skin stretches and shrinks in other places. And in place of him, you'll be grappling Miss Bez again, your goblin friend.
Acceptable demise.
Don't believe. So it does inherit her speech and speech patterns and everything. So then the morphed doppelganger will speak in Bez's voice and again attempt to convince you, but this time with no attempt at like an oomph behind it because he already used his action. I don't know how exactly Bez would say that, but please release me. Don't kill me.
Burn.
Joke on you, we never liked her anyway.
Dex save or 3 fire damage as well.
That's a fail.
She takes 3.
We never heard a door open or close when that guy ran away, correct?
What's the distance there? No.
Okay. So I'm just gonna send Oki to continue trying to find this guy and dodging. So he looks down and sees that.
The door's actually open. If he could see the door, it's open.
The top one or the bottom one? This one down here?
Yeah, that one down there. The top one is closed.
He's just gonna go a little farther here. Is that also dead?
It is.
Okay. And yeah, he will get to about there and once again take the dodge action.
Grim.
All right, how's this shape-shifting thing looking?
He's looking injured, but he's still got a little bit of fight left in him. He's not like, he doesn't have any torn tendons. He's not.
He's still grappled?
He is.
So attacks at advantage?
Yes.
Swinging a hit for 6.
Oh, I just took that off you.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Yeah. He's still up there, a little less than half HP.
All right, and
Yeah,
that
so it's
ends my
straight.
turn.
Archie will at this point. He's just gonna stay in here still, just for simplicity's sake.
Whack.
That hits.
Then whack from my guy. That's a 19 to hit for 3 force damage.
Now he's looking pretty weak.
All right. I don't want to just go running ahead, so I'll come up here, grab my dagger, bonus action dash over to here and try to stab at this guy on the ground.
And it's a crit. Which I believe...
You do double damage with a neck wound.
Okay, so I guess that'd be 24.
He dies. You kill him. And he reverts into the previously seen blue alien looking guy.
You don't fool us. We've seen your kind before.
And at that point, combat is effectively over.
All right. I would share with the party, or I guess I haven't been looking through Oki's eyes, but let's just assume I take a couple rounds to do that. Yeah, so there's sort of a passageway down to the south with an open door at the end, and then there's a few doors over at the far right side. There's a door on the north side, so there's a number of different ways to go here. Lots of dead spiders.
If you were to examine the spiders closer,
Which I will do.
they seem to have been killed by, run-of-the-mill swords and arrows, and the one is a little crispy. He's the fire marks all over it. He's got his, the little hairs are all burned off.
Would anybody like roast spider?
Nope, I'm good.
You'd be able to conclude that they were killed by a group similar to yours.
Is there a skull?
Is there a skull inside the spider? No. They're exoskeletons. I don't know.
Okay.
Could you collect spider skull? You could
Spider head, I guess.
Yeah, you could cut the head off and maybe
Spider carapace.
yeah, carapace. You could clean out the interior, and if you'd like to collect the spider's head.
I kind of want to do that, but attach it to my arm, like my shoulder. Just kind of like a shoulder plate.
Okay. You could get it made into that, yeah.
Go. Decapitate the dead spider.
It wouldn't
I run around
cause...
picking up the daggers I've thrown.
Yeah, it wouldn't provide any statistical
Yep.
benefit, but it would be cosmetic
Yes.
and look cool.
All right. So now what?
Did you get the other guy that ran this way?
I never saw him.
I'm stuck in the
There's
wall
an
again.
open door to the south, so maybe that way, but I don't know.
I think Archie shot at them.
He did. He did shoot at the one. He'd be able to tell you the one he shot at is this one here, who's dead.
Oh, there's a hallway to the south. That's in the way. And that door is closed. So.
Is it
It
closed
is.
now? It was open.
Oh, it's closed now for sure. So maybe they got that way.
As you continue walking, your hallway here there's nothing special about your hallway. Just the hallway ends there at the door at the bottom. And this hallway is much of the same. Lots of spider webs in the ceiling. Broadcast. And yeah, there's the door here. will eventually see another door. Where would you like to go?
I'm gonna keep going down this hallway. Yes, thank you. Jesus. Oh my God.
If you hold Alt, it'll let you place yourself between the squares.
That's also my communication key, though, so I don't want you to have stuff to listen to stuff going on behind.
Oh, there's a door right here, guys.
I will. Are we all set? Because I can hop on and try to open it. I will prep a create bonfire. Nothing in there.
All right, opening the door, the floor noticeably slants away from you. It's a very it's a gradual descent, but it slopes away.
Are we going down this way? Or do we want to go back after that one lady with the golem? Because we're going away from her.
I can put my vision into Oki and go scout ahead and try to be stealthy and
Go for it.
look ahead.
That's
I
a good
will
idea.
I'll touch Oki for guidance, trying to be sneaky. Fly in here and look around. Let me know if and when you want rolls.
Yeah. The owl continues. The floor is still slanted.
Probably a pro. No, he can be 100 feet away from me. He can go farther.
You can only talk to him 100 feet away. You can see as long as you want.
All right. As you get to that point, looking towards your northeast, you're able to see a domed ceilinged room. So this particular room here is a domed ceiling, and occupying the ceiling of that room is a floating, sizzling liquid acid that rolls as if held aloft by the reverse gravity. It's 15 feet off the floor, and you wouldn't be able to see how high the ceiling is, but the start of the acid is 15 off the floor.
Okay.
In the center of the room, maybe you can see it. Maybe you can't. You can't see it at this point.
I can go just a little farther.
Yep. All right. As you move up a little ways, you're able to see there is a statue in the center of the room. The statue is about 8 feet tall, and it is a four-armed aquatic monster of some sort.
Okay.
In the fish monster's hands, it clutches, its webbed hands specifically, it clutches an ornate 1 foot square stone box with a lid and a keyhole.
Okay. Oki, I'll come back and I'll return to my own senses and share all that with the party. So yeah, it sort of winds around a bit and acid statue box keyhole.
I believe
Sure,
it.
you check it out.
Okay, sure. I was just gonna say it doesn't sound like that's where we need to go, but sure.
Archie, I believe at this point, hearing that description, he has a key that he found previously.
I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go head first.
All right. See you later.
Me and Bandicoot just getting along and going down a hallway, turning the song on.
I'll say slow down, be quiet. I'll touch Grim for dex or for stealth guidance.
Stealth
Not-
guidance.
Not that Oki saw anyone in particular, but we should probably just not make too much of a ruckus.
Doesn't seem to be anything living in here. So Grim sees the domed ceiling with acid bubbling and writhing above your head. It makes little pop sounds as bubbles spray little bits of acid down towards you.
Key holder at.
I imagine he wouldn't want to get left behind.
Hey, Archie, do you want to give us that key? And I can try to mage hand put the key in the box from here.
You are welcome to do that.
And I've got that arcane trickster mage
And-
hand.
Yes, the
you can
invisible
do
hand.
Special dexterity. And like I think you can do more dexterous, like lockpicky using
Yes.
key type things.
That's true.
He's good with his magical hand.
Well, taking the key over and you slide it into the box's lock in the webbed hands of our monstrous fishman, four-armed monstrous fishman. The key slides in without resistance, and you're able to turn it. The lid pops open. You would not be able to see what's in the box from here.
I will send Archie to fly up above. I mean, below the acid, obviously, and try to take a look into the box as I look through his eyes.
All right, so the interior of the box with the lid open, it's fairly small. It's only, 6 inches by 6 inches by a couple inches deep. The interior appears to be lined with lead. You're able to see the shiny lead, and the lead was kind of like placed haphazardly. It's not like perfectly flush with all the walls. It's kind of bent and wavy as lead does when it's flattened. Inside the box as well. There is a withered heart.
A withered heart.
A withered heart.
Humanoid heart.
You would assume it was humanoid. It's maybe a little smaller than you'd think a heart would be, but it's clearly in the you can see the valves and the shape is which you would associate with a heart.
Does it look like it would go to our little four-armed friend?
You could make a nature check for me. You're not entirely sure. You're confident that a creature of the size of this statue would have a larger heart than this one.
So we have a statue that's holding a heart. But the heart is not the statue's.
Would you like to put your heart in the statue? I can accommodate this.
Is Creased familiar with any specific types of undead or other monstrous creatures that might be known to like keep a heart somewhere for safekeeping? Like
Right.
Like that's the way to really kill them or something.
You don't
Like
have
a Davy
any.
Jones situation.
Right. You don't have. I guess you do have. I mean, clerics would probably have some knowledge. Roll me Arcana with advantage.
Okay. I would guidance myself for this as well because it seems important. So 23.
Okay, with the 23, Kreese thinks back deep into their knowledge of necromantic and clerical history and magic use, and he comes up with this idea that this particular instance doesn't look like one of those ones where it would be, what do they call it? What's Voldemort? What do they call it? Horcrux? It's not like a Horcrux.
Yeah.
It's not like a
Okay.
Horcrux. It's it appears to, you would assume it's bad news. All stories you've ever heard of or read about of withered hearts that someone has interacted with did not end well for the creature interacting with it.
So you're saying Maximo should pick this up?
He would not be happy.
Let's get Malachor to grab it.
Or Archie when he gets back?
Just it's the heart. Fuck it, I'll go grab the heart.
Do it.
I grab the heart.
Pulling the heart from the box, nothing immediately happens. The
Cool, I
acid
sprint
on
back to the safety.
the acid on the ceiling drops a couple inches, but it doesn't fall. It's a little bit closer to the ground though. You sprint back. You are welcome to do so. The heart doesn't. You don't. There's no immediate effects on you.
Can I? I'm gonna poke it. I'm gonna poke the heart.
Is this while you're standing here or after sprinting back?
Oh, I'm
You're
just
gonna
right.
move away
I'm
from-
safe. Like I went got the heart and then came back to where what I think is the beginning of the acid room, right?
Okay.
This
Yep.
little line.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to be like, preferably kind of safe from the acid dropping.
Yeah. You have this heart, this withered heart in your hand, and it doesn't seem to have any effect at the moment.
Cool.
It's
I
just-
take out my wyvern tooth and stab it.
I don't have a description as to what happens if you do that.
Like
I
in general or specifically with a wyvern tooth?
Specifically, it doesn't. So I guess in that case, it's the
Everybody
tooth.
backing up.
The tooth enters the heart, and it just slips right through it, and now there's the big hole in the middle of this little heart. So there's not much. It kind of like stretches out a little because there's a lot of muscle inside of a heart, so it's it's taller than it was with a big hole in the center of it.
So nothing happens.
Nope,
Have
nothing
you
happens.
tried taking a bite from it?
No, my next thing was just to light it on fire, but you're the one who has the fire.
I want.
So
Should
is this like a vampire heart? Or
I have no
We
idea.
don't know what type of heart it is, and it was
Okay.
heavily inferred it'd be a cursed heart, and that's when Grim's like, "I'm gonna go pick it up."
Are you on the page, Maverick?
I am.
Okay. I'll just move you up a little bit so you can see what was going on here. So there's a room ahead of you that has a ceiling full of acid that seems to be suspended by backwards gravity of some sort. There's a statue in the center of an 8-foot tall statue of a 4-armed aquatic monster, and in his webbed hands he held a box, and that box had a keyhole, and the key you had found previously inside the little miniatures fit that keyhole, and they open the box, and Grim decided to remove this withered, dried out heart that was inside of the box.
All right.
And Kreese determined, based on their intuition and previous knowledge, that it was probably bad news to really mess with the heart, but Grim did it anyway. But nothing bad has happened at this point.
Fuck you.
Is this a
Go on.
persuasion roll to make him to bite
Yeah,
the heart?
he told me to roll a persuasion to see if he'll buy it.
Go on, go. Yes.
I'll add some guidance to this too.
Oh, fuck you.
No.
Yes. You burn it, bitch. Burn it.
While you're holding it, I'll burn it.
No, I put it on the ground.
All right, well, put it on the
put it
ground
in the-
away from us, and then I'll burn it.
I put it in the corner and back away.
All right.
Walk around.
All right.
Create bonfire on it.
Yeah, so effectively, the heart, it does burn, it catches on fire, it withers away, and it's, after a short bit, it's nothing but a pile of ash.
He's like, what the fuck did you guys just do?
We're just a normal DnD party. No big deal.
So, have we tested whether the inverted gravity in this other room applies to anything other than the acid?
Stop being smart.
I think
No.
Grim went into the room and he did not go up to the ceiling, so I'm assuming
Okay.
it's just the acid.
Because that was literally my first thought.
Yeah, I know, that was mine too. I was like, you're going into the room? All right, cool. Have fun with that.
Falls upward into immense pool of.
Yeah, that would have hurt a
Dies
lot.
Instantly. All right.
Barbarians for you.
So, can anybody see whether there is any other doors in this room? I don't see any.
I don't
When I
believe
ran in there, I didn't see anything.
nobody's made an investigation or a perception check in this room at this time.
Does anybody have like a spyglass or anything?
Fresh out of those. I got a wyvern tooth and a spider carpus.
Let's see. I don't think Archie has anything super helpful without actually going in there, which she is very reluctant to do.
Shall we continue on then?
Yeah, let's do that. We can always come back.
Okay.
Well, at least we'll know what the deal is when we get to the very end of the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and the key to winning everything is producing this withered heart.
Or we just saved ourselves from having to re-kill a mummy later.
Actually, I go pick up the ash.
You're going to pocket the withered
Yep,
heart
and put it-
ash.
Put it in
In
like
his
a bag.
barbarian pockets.
Yep.
You are welcome to do so. Make
that
a
kinda like-
make a note of that on your character sheet so we remember it in the future.
Note. I have a note.
While you're at it, add the wyvern tooth and the spider head carapace as well.
Yep.
To catch our Maverick up, so they haven't at this point went to face Haria. Instead, they decided to head to one of the northern doors, and they found a collection of bandits and a doppelganger seated around a table, and they slaughtered all of them except for one that potentially got away. And the
So that's two
doppelganger,
runaways.
Yes, yes, it is. The doppelganger did transform into. You know what? This one actually hadn't seen Bez, so it would just been a regular generic goblin. That's a my bad.
Keep going down this.
Did
Did we
we
take a
notice?
short rest or anything
No.
while I was gone? Sorry, last session.
Did we notice it like as soon as we hit the doppelganger, it like started bleeding any different colors or anything?
No, it bled regular, you know,
Ah.
red blood.
So I have a feeling that the goblins are infiltrated by doppelgangers as well.
Is this another dead spider? Hey, you guys, I see another door.
There is indeed
Yeah.
another dead spider.
Got another door and another dead spider, it looks like. Is
What
that
killed
another
it?
dead spider? Mm.
Another adventuring party.
Mm.
Yeah, they're full of arrows and sword slashes, and the first one they ran into was kind of crispy.
You want to send your owl down this one?
I take that carpus. Spider carpus.
So you have 2 spider heads now, one for each shoulder.
Sending Oki down to scout.
All right. Flying down there, it's clearly was at one point an armory. There's weapon racks along all the walls. There's cobwebs that run along all of it. It looks like it hasn't been touched in a long time. There's a fairly, sizable layer of dust on the floor. You can see the door to the south. The door to the south has a axe embedded in it.
Okay. Like as if someone was trying to chop the door down.
Or you would interpret it as it was left there just like haphazardly, like somebody just they were carrying it, they swung it, or they could have thrown it, and it's stuck in the door like you would if you were at an axe throwing venue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Oki can't open the door, but it otherwise seems safe-ish in here. So I'll take my vision back and tell folks we can go investigate and see if there's anything worth taking.
Okay.
Priest is stuck in a wall. Thank you.
More spider webs.
Lovely. I need
Is there anything
Preparing
on the ceiling?
Create on
Oh.
fire.
Did I forget to fix that door? Okay, I guess you could see through that door.
Whoops.
That's fine. There's behind, we'll just say the door wasn't even there. Behind the door is what looks to be a sharpening wheel built into the floor, like a grindstone. And there's a foot pedal next to it. Other than that, the weapon racks, I guess the door is technically still there, but it's open and the axe is stuck in the door because the axe is still there.
Does that grinding, sharpening stone look like it's still usable?
You are welcome to test it. It looks very old, though.
I test it.
Pressing down on the foot pedal, nothing happens. The wheel, not nothing. The wheel kind of, it tries to turn, but it doesn't. And it doesn't do much than wiggle, a couple centimeters in either direction.
So does it look like it needs like lubricant, like a grease?
How well versed is Grim in mechanical? Yes.
Well, he
yeah.
knows if a wheel, he knows if a wheel's supposed to spin. It's
Yes.
Is this wheel supposed to spin?
It is. It looks like lubricant or grease of some sort would definitely make it spin better.
Otto, can I borrow some of Clank's oil?
Ask Clank.
Clank, can I borrow some of your oil?
It offers you to give it an arm wrestle.
Give it a what?
Arm wrestle.
Arm wrestle.
Yes.
Okay. So what? I just roll a d20.
Sure. Fine, fine.
So I get some oil and I put the oil on the wheel where it looks like it was seized up. And I
You
try it again.
Yeah, you lubricate it for a short while and you wrench and push and twist on the wheel, and it does eventually have a bit of movement to it. As you press on the foot pedal, it will ramp up its speed and it gets faster and faster.
Can I use it on my halberd?
You can. There's no mechanical benefit to it at this point. But yeah, you are welcome to RP sharpen your halberd.
I sharpen my halberd and the wyvern tooth.
The wyvern tooth is now extra pointy.
As I get done, I walk past Clank and tap him on the shoulder and say thank you. Okay, now what, guys? Now what do we do?
Try sharpening something.
I just did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
My
he sharpened his halberd. It does not seem to imbue magical properties of any sort. It would be cool, though.
I was working for it. Trying to. Damn DMs these days. Don't give me anything good.
My apologies. As far as the rest of the room goes, there's the axe in the door that's open. The racks, a lot of the racks have collapsed at this point. Like this one over here and this one over here are both kind of pretty rotten, and they're just kind of falling over. There is a rusty, there's a rusty of any one weapon that you guys could think of. There's like a dagger over here, and maybe there's a short sword over here, and
Is
there's
there a shield?
Is there shield?
Because I see a shield like in the art, but I'm asking if it's actually there.
Oh, you do, yeah. Yeah, the shield's there.
All right. Archie will take the shield.
Picking it up, it feels, the wood is pretty brittle. The metal's there, it's rusted. You're not sure how much use you could actually get out of it.
All it has to prevent is one hit, and I'm satisfied.
It works for me. Anything else in our armory? Dilapidated armory.
Wait, hold on.
That's it. Then yeah.
Oh, you know what? Rogues aren't proficient in shields. Never mind.
You drop the shield and it practically shatters on impact.
I go back to the door that we came in at, waiting for the rest of the party. Patiently waiting.
Archie's gonna take a minute to go over the racks and see if any of them seem to be connected to the wall in any way. Like they might be connected to a secret door or anything. Like whether parts of them are levers or that sort of thing.
Yeah. Roll me investigation. You're able to determine after a short couple of minutes that they all seem to just be regular weapon racks. There's no secret levers, no
Very
hidden passages.
Well, there's more doors to the right.
There is.
There's also we skipped that other hall that goes to the south earlier.
So if you If the group wants to try to go this way, I'll have to move you to a new map, which I am certainly welcome to do.
We're also getting farther from presumably Haria.
Speaking of that,
So if we keep going the way we have to go to a new map, or we go back and go down the hall.
you can go back and go down the hall. You can go back and
can
then go north. You can go back and then go south to where you presume Harriet to be. And you are welcome
Alright,
to
I'll go back
continue
the
forward.
hallway.
Yeah, let's deal with the presumable vampire first.
I'll lead the way down here. From a distance, I will mage hand open this door, assuming it can be done with less than 10 pounds of force.
The mage hand attempts to, but the door does not budge.
I'll give guidance to a rogue to lockpick it.
So before the rogue lock picks it, he's going to examine it, see if he can peek under it, listen at the keyhole if there's a keyhole.
There is no keyhole, but you are being so close to it, you're able to hear something on the other side, like shuffling, maybe a little bit of slight grunt.
I say
Uh,
we kick it in.
So okay, so Archie will flag everybody down and quietly tell them that this room is occupied.
The hinges
So
are
we
on
get-
your side of the door as well.
Roll an intelligence check to see if you know to pull rather than push.
Can still kick it in.
And Archie will take out his short bow.
Oh, is it on me? Like, do I have to do a check to push or pull the door?
Yeah, how would you like to do that?
You said the hinges are on my side.
The hinges are on your side.
Hinges are on my side.
So the door
Okay.
swings towards you.
Okay. I knock out the pins on the hinge.
While you're doing this, the door will swing open, and because you'll be making quite a bit of noise doing that. And if you'd like to, we probably don't need to enter combat here, but your runaway bandit is here, and they were attempting to hold the door shut. But when you started messing with it, they swung it open and jumped out into the hallway. Please, leave me alone! I didn't do anything!
Yep. She's gonna get hit. I swing.
Okay. We're just gonna say you kill her. she
This
just
the one that we were chasing before.
yeah, it is. She just getting her from behind. You just straight up like lop her head off.
Yep. Does she have anything on her body?
You are welcome to search her.
I search her.
Other than what does she have? You can roll investigation for me, just to be sure. All right, you find a small coin purse with 6 gold on her belt. She carries a scimitar and 2 daggers. Other than that, she has nothing of value on her.
All right, I take the coin purse, obviously. You said a scimitar and 2 daggers.
Yes.
I have no need for those. I asked the party if they want these.
I would take the daggers if no one else needs them.
I give the sneaky rogue the daggers.
Okay.
Right?
As
Always use more
you
daggers.
as you stand here, did you guys have that? No. Okay, this will be a new occurrence for you guys. A spectral dragonborn pops up into existence inside of this room. They're like this dragonborn's armed to the teeth. They carry you know, they're dual. They have 2 war axes, one in each hand, and they just walk with them like they weigh nothing. And this spectral being walks past you guys, walks straight through you all, and just heads up the corridor. There's no noise or anything that accompanies it. It just pops into existence and walks through you all.
I follow it. Curious because I want the war axes.
I quickly go into the room in case it's trying to lead us away from something valuable in here, and I check for secret compartments or anything like that.
Roll investigation for me.
Guidance for that if I can.
The room seems to be empty. There's nothing. It's just a small 10 by 10 room with a door on the end. So our spectral being takes a right, and then it heads north towards the door.
It was the Saturday group that's also in Counter Rotates too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, I was trying to mix up the things in my head.
All right, so it went back up this door.
It did. It makes the motion as if it was opening the door, and then it just. You guys left it open?
Sure.
Okay. And then it walks through the open space where the door would be.
This is the acid room, right?
Yep. It is. It just keeps on trudging along. And when it gets to this point here, it just pops back out of existence.
Motherfucker. Well, what do we do, guys?
Did this thing look like the right size to match the heart we found?
Oof.
I mean, wasn't the heart like withered?
It's actually
the heart was
pile of ashes
withered.
in a pouch.
it based on what you saw of the heart, you'd think it would be human, of humanoid size, maybe slightly smaller than average. This Dragonborn was, he was like full plate mail. He was a big dude,
Is there anything in this room that we missed?
You are welcome to examine it.
I start examining the room where spectral dragonborn disappeared.
All right. We don't even really need a check for this. It's just something you had to look for. In the floor, along all of the edges, there are small holes all along it. All along the edge of the room, there's small holes going into the floor.
So, like, how big, how regular?
They're super regular. They're like every couple inches, and the holes are quite small, like bigger than a worm, but smaller than like smaller than They're about the size of a caterpillar. If you were to look at it, that's maybe a larger, so a couple
Like
centimeters.
the size of a little finger.
Yeah, about the size of a little finger.
Okay. And so do they look like they were carved, or do they look like they were bored?
They look bored,
Hmm.
and they're all along the walls, all along the edges of the walls.
How deep are they?
If you were to shine a light, they would be as deep as you can see.
Don't forget this hallway also slants going down.
Yes, it does. That's Maverick may not
From
have
the
forgotten
acid
that.
room, it slants down.
It slants
No,
this
Towards
way.
acid.
going to the acid room. It's going down.
Oh, okay.
I'll take out a flask of oil and do some magical tinkering on it to make the oil give off light. And I'll pour some down there.
Yeah. The oil drains. As you watch it, you're just staring down this little hole. There are a couple of little holes. The oil just goes down and down and down and down. The light just keeps getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, and it eventually disappears.
All right.
All right, people. What are we missing here? This has to be an important room.
Well,
I obviously have to liquefy you to undo the puzzle of this room.
That makes all of the sense.
Exactly.
If you'd like to try to make a connection between the holes and what you've seen so far, roll an insight check for me.
Who has the better insight check? Because I have a +0.
Guidance.
I'm
I have
+3.
+5.
I'll give guidance to Archie then.
Yeah. Fuck.
So even
I got
with
+5, guys. And, you're supposed to be our skill monkey. Come on.
yeah,
What the
with
hell?
I can't control the dice.
with a
It's
9,
a human character, so
yeah, you're not a dumb person. So I'll give you that. Clearly, the holes are there, and the slanted hallway is designed to drain something from the room.
Well, that's about as far as I'd gotten.
Yeah.
Kind of figured that one out there, DM.
So
Are there any like
so
old
here's
blood
my
or anything?
thought, right? That acid over there is reverse gravity, right?
It does appear to be so.
And this hallway slopes down to the reverse gravity acid, right? So maybe if the reverse gravity acid gets out of that room, it comes up here, and then something cancels the reverse gravity and it drains away. Then with that in mind, maybe there's something in the ceiling covered by the acid that is hidden.
Yeah. Grim's just gonna kind of look at you and wonder what the hell you just said.
Well,
He's
we
not
found
the brightest tool in the shed, but
So you've
we
made the
find acid go up, not down. This place up, not down. Acid come up, then go down hole.
all right.
Maybe
So
something above acid.
I'll give it to you. You've made the connection that the acid, if it fell, would indeed fill this hallway up until this point, at least, following all of the holes. So, and then the holes are designed to drain the acid out. Whether or not there's something above the acid, you would not know.
How do we turn off the reverse gravity then? Especially without being in the acid room when we do.
Right. That is the conundrum.
I think you have to eat the heart.
it's a pile of ash.
Snort the heart.
Snort the heart, he says. I don't think that's what I need to do. You know what? You roll a persuasion. If you win, I'll do it.
Man, you are so susceptible to peer pressure.
I'm just playing the character. Well, seems like a good idea, guys.
The ash burns as anything would snorted through your nose. It doesn't seem to have any real effect on you. Are you snorting the entire pile of ash or just
No,
okay,
just a line.
just the line? All right.
a bump.
It's very unpleasant, but you don't notice anything different about yourself.
Guys, I don't think that did anything. Any
Do
other
we have-
ideas?
Does anybody have the ability to detect or detect magic or identify magic?
I can take 10 minutes as a ritual. Yeah.
That might be a good idea. We can at least determine whether these remnants here are magical, and then whether the acid is magical.
And
Or-
maybe
or
it
what-
does
And
help
before I snorted it.
if there's some magical lever, some magical, trigger for the gravity.
Yeah. If you guys just wanna, hang around for 10 minutes, that's fine. After those 10 minutes is up, your priest looking at what's left of the ash. There is no aura about it. No, there is a very slight necromancy aura coming from the ash, but it seems very, very weak.
And nothing else in this room.
Correct. Nothing else in this room.
Right. If folks want to not let me get too far ahead, but I'm gonna come. I'm curious about the statue and the acid, so I'm making my way this way.
Okay, what is... So reverse gravity is transmutation. You are able to tell that the acid is in fact held up by a transmutation spell. It has that sort of color radiance to it. And then your statue here, what would be... Let me see. It would be also transmutation. The statue also radiates transmutation magic.
Hmm.
And the box itself does not have any sort of magical property to it.
Can we just like touch it all with mage hand and shit?
Yeah.
To like manipulate the statue and see if like moving its arms or anything.
on
The
its tail.
statue is made of stone, so none of the...
Well, it might have a joint that we don't see or something. Who knows?
Messing with the statue, you determine it to be solid and does not have any opposable limbs. It does
Well, I
appear
don't
to
have
be made
anything
of
like greater
stone.
restoration.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at the acid.
Your javelin sinks into the acid and disappears from view. It does not
Hey,
return.
Otto, give me that flask you had the oil in, and
Sure.
I mage hand go up and try to scoop some of the acid with the flask.
The flask is able to do that. Yeah. So you've collected a small bottle of reverse gravity acid.
Okay, that was gonna be my
Is
thing. I
the-
bring it back to myself and like I look inside the flask and it seems like it is still under reverse gravity in there.
Do you have it facing up or down when you look inside of it?
Yeah. So
It's stoppered.
yes, if you have it stoppered, the acid will float to the vertical portion of the to the upward facing portion of the glass, no matter which way you turn it.
So the acid might actually be heavier than the glass. So you might actually have you might have it might you might have to hold it down.
It doesn't
Alright.
seem to exert any force upward.
My
Hmm.
dinner's done, so just feel free to do whatever with Grim. I will be back.
Alright, we're gonna throw Grim up into the air.
If I die, I die. I'll be back.
How much acid's up there?
The ceiling is domed, but you don't have at this point. You've always considered the ceiling to be at the same height as the width of the room. You would probably assume the same here. It's clearly domed though, but you can't see how high it goes.
But also potentially enough to go up the slope of the hallway all the way to the little holes.
Right. If you would take, yes, yeah. You'd make the assumption that there is enough to travel all the way to the edge of the
Alright.
little holes.
I'll have my automaton help me out, and we will slowly just do a round of the room, trying to inspect the room to see if there's any sort of like button or anything like that to release the acid.
Roll me.
I'll give myself guidance as well.
Yeah. Whichever you're better at, investigation or perception. All right. With a 17, you're unable to find any method of any hidden or non-hidden method of lowering the acid.
I'll mess with this thing's tail.
The aquatic creature's tail is made of stone. It does not.
Levers or anything on the statue itself. I'll go through
There
it,
are
just, like,
there are not. No.
poke and prod at it.
Well, maybe we're thinking about this the wrong way. Maybe whatever causes the effect we're assuming will happen is upstairs rather than here. In which
Yeah.
case, somebody can go up there. Well, first, I guess I'll just actually go and look first.
Also, this thing was holding a box. Does it look like it could hold other objects as well?
It is still holding the box at this time.
Oh, okay. I will put a couple oil flasks in it that should be roughly a little bit heavier than the heart that was in there before.
I like the idea. It doesn't seem to have any effect though.
Okay, I will take those flasks back out.
Meanwhile, Archie is going to look through the room with the holes in it, checking the walls and the floors,
Believe.
looking for any stones out of place or
Okay.
anything like that.
Yeah. Well, we determined earlier they could see the holes without. Yeah. Roll investigation for that. You are unable to find anything new.
Well, I've determined it's not. The mechanism isn't up there either.
Whose idea was it to burn the heart? Alright, I'm all out of
Grimps.
ideas for this place.
If I may have been unclear. The box is not petrified.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured it had to be something about the box, but I don't know what else to do about the box. So,
Well, have we removed the box?
I'll attempt. How about I'll stand? How about the rest of you guys get past that room?
Yeah. Gable's like, now if I were designing this.
And then actually, I will have Grim come down with me and Clink, and when we're all clear, and I'll let him know when we're all clear. He will remove the box for me.
All right. So the holes do stop about here. There's no more
Okay.
little holes past that point.
So then I'll yell to him, "All clear," and he will remove the box for us.
Make an athletics check.
Alright. He has a +2. He will keep attempting until he does it.
Roll me a couple more then.
We're gonna get it eventually. Hey, how about that?
Nope.
It's after like a minute plus of. What is the DC on this anyway? What the hell? Okay,
20.
how about
It's
a
probably
19?
like 20.
No, 19 is still no good.
God,
It is.
all right,
The
so I gotta
DC
get
is
18.
20.
There we go.
Okay.
There's a
All right.
21. So after a minute plus of him just pulling on, I'm like, I'm sure it's gonna happen any minute, guys.
We're up here. We just hear echoing from the quarter. Well, I guess you're a robot, so it
Yeah.
would just more be like straining electronics noises.
Well, yeah. So, upon doing this,
Oh, he's in there on his own.
yeah. The yanking the box after repeated attempts, yanking the box, it comes out in Clank's hands, or claws, or appendages, and
yes,
the stone statue unpetrifies.
Does the
And
acid fall on us as well?
the acid does not fall. No. So standing before Clank is a four-armed fish man thing. Here, I'll just send you a picture.
I can see him from here too.
Yes, that is. He does not have
He
the
doesn't
trident.
look happy.
That's true. He does not look happy. So we do need everyone to roll initiative for me. That's a. Well, he rolled low. And then we need Grim. Somebody roll me a d20 for Grim. He's at +1.
Can we do Gable's roll?
You're
Sure.
faster than me.
Sure, we could do Gable's roll. Or not.
Nah, I rolled 9 first, so.
Okay. He's got a 5. That is everyone. Creased. So there would in fact be an audible sound to this. So Clank rips it out, and then you're able to hear this like roar come from
Down in the room?
Yes, a roar from down the room.
Okay. I will start making my way up there. I will bonus action dash. Gets me to there. And I will take the dodge action. UT.
No. Your turn, Gables.
Alright, I will. I will dash you right there with my little itty bitty legs, and bonus action disengage with this guy. 5, 10, 25, 30, 35, 40, as Clink comes running back to Creased, looking like a scared robot. And that's EOT.
Oki the owl.
Oki's gonna come on up this way towards me and take the dodge action there.
Archie.
All right, so Archie will move 30 feet to this point. Then he'll bonus action. He'll draw his rapier and bonus action dash. Wait, no, it's not bonus action dash, right? Oh, it is dash. Dash. So then you will bonus action dash up to here and dash again. Take a position right there.
I imagine Grim will be following you.
Mm-hmm.
15, 20, 30, and he can put himself in front of you. No, because that would be difficult terrain. And he could. He could go here. On to our Sanguine Baron. That's what this guy is here. He's going to hop off his little pedestal and start tromping towards the party. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he will dash to get right up in your face. And that's the... Yep, that's the end of his turn.
Okay. I will whip out a dagger and steady aim, throw it at him.
That hits.
DOT.
Gable's turn.
Alright. Okay, I'll do a great bonfire there, and then this guy will.
He fails his deck save. Oh, I guess you missed. Anyway.
5 fire damage. Well, that was Clank that was just doing the spell
Okay.
attack.
Okay. He takes the full 5.
Alright, EOT.
Oki the owl.
Flyby help action. Back to here.
Maverick.
All right. So I can't. Well, I guess can I move like into this space to attack and then back out?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So I'll do that. I'll move up, make a rapier attack. Hey.
Look at that, a crit and a crit fail in the same roll.
And then I also get my sneak attack damage. Extra 1d6. Actually, let me double check. Oh no, it is actually 2d6.
Yes.
So that is, and then as a crit, oh wait, we're not using his. Are we using his deck?
We are. Gables, we can do damage after he gets back. He went.
All right, it's
away for a
17,
second.
17 base damage, and
he's
then
back.
I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Oh, we get a crit. That's double damage.
All right, so 34 damage, 34 slashing damage, and then I will bonus action disengage and
Piercing,
back
I
up.
believe, for the rapier. But that's a lot of damage.
Piercing? Oh,
In this case, it doesn't matter. They both deal the same. Grim, man, this guy's like not even gonna get a turn. Is Grim still gone? I believe he is. Question is, does he rage? I think we'll just skip him and come back. Although he might kill it. No, he won't kill it. All right, we'll come back to him. Our Sanguine Baron here will make...
Sawagan?
Sawagan? Is that how you would say it?
Is it Sawaagin?
It
It's
is.
Sawagan.
Sawagan, okay.
So again.
Sawagan Baron. Sounds good to me. He will make 1 bite attack and 2 claw attacks. All on Grim. So he actually has advantage on all of those attacks. And he rolled really low on the 1. Grim's AC is 15. He has a plus 7.
So one bite and 1 claw.
Yes.
I'm gone for 20 minutes.
Yeah, look what they
Yeah, you
summoned
shouldn't
for
leave.
you. You can make an attack for me. If you want to rage, you're welcome to rage.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna get hit 4 times or something. I don't know.
Okay,
Two
so then-
hits.
I'll rage and then I'll do an attack. Advantage or just straight?
Just straight. Oh no, it is an advantage.
Oh, it is advantage. You gotta
Yeah,
think
I
about
forgot
that.
about the help action. Yeah, you might get
so
a crit.
Be 10. Okay, so then just roll a d20 again, I guess.
Yep.
All right. So and the rage is how much is rage?
I believe it's +2.
Plus 2, yeah.
He is not dead.
Does he end his turn there?
Oh, that Grim, would you have moved after
I
attacking?
meant this guy.
Oh, he
Make an
will.
attack, so that's it.
He will end his turn there once we get around to rolling the damage here. It's 1 bite, 1
So he
claw.
So he took 12 damage from me.
He did. He did take 12 damage.
Yep. So then that's it for me.
2d4, 6 plus 8. So
The kid
that's
asked a stupid question today.
16 and 21 damage on Grim, cut in half because you're raging, which would be
10?
10, yes.
So I'm at 22.
And then he will, in fact, end his turn there, so we need that
Dex save.
dex save.
Takes
And he
8 fire
fails.
damage.
He is still up. Probably not for long, though. Does he speak? He does speak, but you do not know the language. Priest. Some wet gobbledygook comes from the four-armed creature's mouth. It's just, it's as if he was speaking underwater in a language foreign to anyone you've ever known.
Okay. Then I'll just try to shut him up and throw this dagger in his mouth.
And you kill him.
Maximum damage.
Yeah.
The
Well, that
petri-
raises questions about the other one.
There's more than one.
There's
Well,
been
the
other
other statue.
statues.
Oh,
Well, is the reverse gravity still up, or I wasn't sure if he was like somehow the source of it.
The reverse gravity is still up.
It is literally still up.
Or
Is the box still in here, or does
Said it's
Clank have the
still up.
box? Or...
Clank has the box.
Okay, I need to go AFK for a second.
Collect my daggers. Okay. So what now?
So the statue's gone, the box is gone, the acid is still clinging to above your heads.
Well, now what?
It's a good question. Okay, from DM speak here, you have done. You are welcome to to continue attempt to drop the acid, but there is nothing above the acid.
What dropped acid?
It's just there is just as the DM here. There's nothing left. There's nothing. If you drop the acid, there's nothing to find above the acid.
Oh, okay. You're saving us some more headaches.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I appreciate that.
I believe you.
I wonder what's supposed to activate that then. That we.
If you, I mean, I guess I could tell you at this point because it's been negated. So the trap would have activated if you had attempted to open the box without the proper key. And then the petrified monster here only spawns if you attempt to remove the box from the statue.
I see.
so the heart was just nothing.
Oh no, the heart was something. I don't know if I want to tell you what the heart was though.
It might still mean something.
I take
Well, it's
that
a
back.
pile of ash.
Yeah, it is. I take it back. You've also negated the whole heart thing. So the heart, it was the dried heart of a tiefling. And if you had attuned to the heart, the heart inside of your body would have switched with the dried heart, and you would just straight up die.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting. I love the straight up die things. Those are great.
Yeah, it's I wasn't even sure if I wanted to include it in this. And there's when you look it up, there's a lot of people who talk about this particular room because they had people with characters that just die to it.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Um,
straight up
See-
die effects are annoying.
Seems more like a Tomb of Horrors sort of thing than a
Yeah, I think
mega
if
dungeon sort
if
of
I was
thing.
running a like reflavor it to like some sort of cursed item or something that like it switches places, but then like you get like mummy rot or some shit like that.
Yeah. And funny that you say that, Maverick. The room is actually called Little Box of Horrors. But this was also designed by the Mad Mage, so the Mad Mage, does what the Mad Mage wants to do.
All right, shall we head back towards what's her name?
Area.
I have to go. I'm
Alright,
sorry.
he
I had to
attuned
cut my
to the heart.
session. I had to cut my session early. My daughter is texting me. She never really does that. So
Alright.
I will catch you guys
See you later, dude.
later, Ian.
Yep. Sorry to miss
Bye.
Nope, sorry.
It's all right.
I will catch you guys later. Have a good night.
you. Yep.
You too.
So I guess with that, you're welcome to continue forward without him. I will remove him from combat, though. Don't want him to die when he's not here. So you would be down to 3 characters. Or we could cut it short
We
and
got
come back in
Frank
2
and
weeks.
Yeah, we have 5 total characters.
It's your call.
I'm okay either way. I got company over, so I should probably go hang out with them for a bit.
Yeah, it sounds like we can call it.
All right. Thank you so much for running it, though. I had a
Yeah.
ton of fun, but I was less available today, and I apologize for that.
I'm sorry I missed like the whole thing.
It's all good.
Yeah, schedules of
Band went long, but this is my last rehearsal. Today was my last rehearsal until we start getting ready for our Christmas concert. So I shouldn't be late to any future sessions unless there are other things, and I'll keep everybody posted.
Sounds great. All right. Well, next week will be my session for this Sunday one, so prepare for that.
Yep.
Have
see
fun, everybody.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Bye.
Sounds
Have a
good.
one.
Yeah. So they just they kind of killed a bunch of bandits. They killed another doppelganger. They did some exploring. That was about it. This whole like trap thing really occupied most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a bit of I don't know, a major question mark.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be. It's just but see they played it really well from the start. Like when with the heart. I mean, they took, you had the key already. So that there was at that point there really wasn't even, a danger of the acid dropping. I mean, there was always the perceived danger of it.
Right.
And then when he got the withered heart, he's just like, yeah, I just stabbed the thing, and then we light it on fire. So yeah, that was kind of a non-threat at that point too, but there was still the perceived
Yeah.
threat of it,
Yeah, everybody was like super, and of course I thought it was like concealing something.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool too. It just it doesn't. Just a lot of acid.
How much damage does it do?
2d10 per turn in it, and the first like 20 feet is difficult terrain after it drops.
So that's definitely like a party wipe sort of trap right there.
Yeah, it can be.
Like because level 5 characters have, I don't know, like a barbarian might have 60 HP. So like you'd only last maybe 6 turns in it.
Yeah.
Even if you were a barbarian. And you might die a lot faster than that.
Right, and it takes 5 minutes for it to completely drain out too, because it floods the hall to a depth of 5 feet. So like this section here would be I don't know. It'd only be a couple inches really, but it's 5 feet to start. Maybe it'll drop to 4 feet up here, 3 feet, 2 feet,
Yeah.
kind of thing, because of the slant. Hence the difficult terrain moving through it, because you're almost swimming.
Right.
Well, thanks for joining us, Maverick. I know it was kind of a short session there.
Yeah. I'm just sorry I was late. The music went over by like half an hour, and then we had to stay to help clean up because we didn't want to make all the old people put the chairs away.
Yeah. Would I just had I essentially had Archie just wait here. He had his bow prepped the whole time during the bandit combat.
Yeah.
He ended up shooting one guy who like walked through this door, opened this door up here. But
Well, thank you for running it.
Yeah.
I guess in a couple weeks we get to maybe fight a maybe vampire.
yes, you maybe fight a maybe vampire.
Talk to you later, Scott.
Yep. See ya. Alrighty, that's session 3 for the Sunday group all done. See what they get up to. Well, we know what they're gonna get up to next time. They're gonna kill these guys, and where will they go from there? I mean, I don't know if they'll ever notice this stuff. They'll probably circle around, check out this door. They might. It'd be really cool if they found this spot. If they don't, I bet they will. They're pretty inquisitive folk. They'll probably end up over here tomorrow or next 2 weeks from now. And that is quite the challenge there. Another big challenge ahead. Alrighty. Well, thanks for watching. If you will have seen this far, you will have heard my thanks. If you didn't, then you never will, and that's on you. Have a good one. Goodbye.